I wanted to start this recording to say that I have the utmost respect for the British soldiers that fought in Afghanistan. And those soldiers were doing what they thought was right. But I believe they were conned. And I actually became very angry today listening to Radio 4 because I cannot believe that British soldiers would have given their lives or fought to keep perverts and bandits in power. In fact, I know for a fact they wouldn't. But they had the wool pulled over their eyes by the elite of this country. What does that say about the elite? What does that say about the Tony Blairs? What does that say about the David Camerons? Well, I believe they're people without empathy and people without a soul. Listen to the radio report that I listened to and then see what you think.
Me are in slightly better shape than the police. The police are in nowhere near a good enough position, and they're not even that interested in doing the job that's being asked of them. I mean, I bumped into someone very senior, and he said that 90% of crime in Helmand is committed by the police. I think this is the problem with the policy. It's, even if all of the bits that we do go very well, and of course they don't, this is, it's a very bloody war there, there's nothing to hand over to. If what you're handing over to are a bunch of, I'm not exaggerating, in Sangin they were child-abusing, drug-addicted, kidnapping murderers, then the local community will look to the Taliban fondly. Time and time again, villagers would say to me, look, all I want is someone who'll provide security and justice. But, that's all they wanted. And time again, it was the Taliban that were doing that far more than the people that we were introducing into power. So the third clip is a guy called Major Bill Stuber, who was literally the last of the US Marines in Sangin, and one of the only Marines out of a small team of advisors of about 15, I think it was, who really believed that he was there to try and make things better. So he really tried to make a stand against the police commanders, all of whom had shy boys, young boys who were their servants and sex slaves.
You've got guys like this right here, who are the S1 officer, the administrative officer, and investigating officer, who are here from Kabul. They're academy-trained policemen, professional. They can read, they can write. They believe in the rule of law. They believe in securing the population and the people and treating them right. I mean, these are the guys that are easy to work with. But then you have over here, over here you've got a PB commander who we know is kidnapping boys and sexually molesting them, and, robbing the people. I mean, he treats the people of Sangin like a piggy bank that he can just shake and rob, and that's really difficult. How do you work with a guy like that?
And he was actually told to be quiet. The British and American ambassadors visited Sangin once and put out a very nice press release saying that they were able to visit the once insurgent hotbed Sangin and see what fantastic progress was being made, and he wasn't allowed to speak. And it was very clear then that Sangin was going to fall pretty soon after we left. But the British and American ambassadors just wanted to go and get a photo op and not hear what the reality was. And I think today the news is that reality.
Ben Anderson with some archive clips from BBC Panorama. Obviously, we called the Ministry of Defence to request an interview, but the Ministry wouldn't take our request. We also asked the Foreign Office. They did take the request, but later declined it.
Make up your own mind. I know that I've made mine up. If you share my opinion on this situation, it might be worth hitting the subscribe button at the side. Thanks very much for taking the time to listen anyway. Bye.